This wrestling episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. We are Nerd Corp Wrestling.
What up, everybody? It's WrestleCast Day. You know what that means.
Time for cake.
Cake is
Women's
live.
Royal Rumble had a lot of cake, I'll tell you that much.
It did. It did. Exactly.
Goddamn right. It is. It is WrestleCast Day. My name is Eddie Lyon. And I swear to God, if Logan Paul would have won,
Riots.
Yeah.
riots.
I would have quit life.
Riots in the streets.
With me, as always, is Derek Reese.
I have a whole colony of people living in my beard.
Me too. And Nick Lewis.
I said his name and he appeared.
I believe.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
And we are the Nerd Corporation. Welcome to our Royal Rumble 2025 review. Merson couldn't be with us today. He had the wife's birthday mud butt. Happy birthday, Shanice.
And happy mud butt.
And happy mud butt.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about the 2025 Royal Rumble. We just got done watching it. Holy shit. What a spectacle.
For sure.
Like, I cannot remember the last time the Royal Rumble was that stacked. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
and I mean, especially for just having the two Rumble matches and two other matches.
Right. It was still really good. And I feel like that was cool because Triple H pay-per-views have been about 5 matches.
Yeah.
Like super concise, just put down together matches.
Nothing superfluous.
Yeah, exactly. So it was cool that they cut one so that they could have these other matches have, enough time to do their thing. So for those of you that are new to our wrestling episodes, we go through the premium live event, talk about the matches, who we thought was going to win, who won, some highlights, and we rate the match. At the end of everything, we rate the PLE as a whole and talk about that as well. So without further ado, let's get it started. Country star Lainey Gardner sings the national anthem. That was really good. It wasn't over the top, and she performed it really well. Like, she didn't try to go all out and try to belt out and stuff. It was
She drew
really
out the
nice.
timings on certain words and not others, though, so that made it a little awkward for me.
Yeah. But it was still really
it was fine because it was a cappella, so whatever.
Yeah, this isn't the Super Bowl. We don't need an operatic national anthem,
Exactly. We started off with the Women's Royal Rumble. My prediction was that it was going to be Charlotte Flair that won.
Yeah, I forgot that Charlotte Flair was coming back, and so I was really wanting either Ivy Nile or what's her bucket? Why am I blanking?
Ivy Nile 2.
Yeah, pretty much. What's her name?
Jordan Grace.
No.
When you said Ivy Nile 2, I'm like, Jordan Grace?
No, Zoe Stark.
Stark.
Yeah. And I realize that's cheating, but I picked 2 because they're basically the same person. So I don't feel like it's that much of a cheat.
Right.
But yeah, Nick, no, that one chick, she looks like, because of her proportions, she looks like a tall midget. She looks like she looks like she has dwarfism of some kind.
Ivy or
No.
Jordan Grace.
Jordan, yeah, Jordan Grace.
Yeah. I always say that Ivy
awkward.
Nile looks like a buff Kristen Bell.
Well, and Eddie and I were chatting each other, and I called her little roid rage.
Yeah.
That would be her rap name, I guess.
Right.
Little Roidy.
Who did you guys expect for a surprise entrant?
Oh, my winner prediction, I think I also went with Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
But my surprise entrance didn't happen as much as I wanted it to. But my surprise entrance guess was AJ Lee.
That's what I thought too. I
Yeah,
wanted it.
that's what I was thinking as well. And they even teased that, the motherfuckers. I mean, I didn't
Yes.
see it, but they teased that, and
I mean,
that's messed up.
AJ Lee
That's
in
so
women's
mean.
rumble, CM Punk in the men's rumble, it would have been perfect.
Right.
Right.
Missed
But
opportunity.
I'm really pleased with one of the surprises that we got.
Right.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. I picked Io. I picked Io Sky for my Iron Woman, and I think that's who it was.
Oh,
my
I didn't
Iron Woman got thrown out as number 2, dude. I picked Lyra.
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 Yeah.
I picked
Uh,
her.
Io and Liv kicked off the Rumble at 1 and 2. We'll go through them really quick and then talk about highlights. Number 3, Roxanne Perez, Lyra Valkyria after, Chelsea Green, B Fab, Ivy Nile, Zoe Stark, Lash Legend, Bianca Belair, Shayna Baszler, Bailey, Sonya Deville, Maxine Dupree, Naomi at 15, Jada Parker, Piper Niven, Natalia, Jordan Grace, Michin, Alexa Bliss, which was a really fun one,
Mm-hmm.
Zelina Vega, Candice LeRae, Stephanie Vicker, Trish Stratus at 25, Raquel Rodriguez, Charlotte Flair, Julia, Nia Jax, and Nikki Bella.
I was floored that Natalia didn't go all the way. I
Oh, really?
mean,
Was that
I
surprising? Was that
that was
surprising to
so
you?
surprising to me.
Yeah,
So
Natalia didn't make.
I was floored.
Yeah, dude. It was a there was a lot of like nice surprises.
Mm-hmm.
More so, I think, in the women's than kind of compared to the men's. Like the men's, the later you got, you're just like, oh, so AJ Styles is back. That's cool. But it wasn't just like, oh, dude, another person from NXT or like
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
TNA. But like Roxanne Perez was a really nice surprise.
Yeah, she was
Lash
pretty good.
Legend was crazy.
Oh yeah, I love Lash Legend.
I didn't realize she was in the WNBA. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I was
thought.
like, are you just saying that because she's a big, tall black woman?
Yeah, yeah. No one will check.
Right.
Yeah.
Fact checking doesn't exist anymore.
That's true. We
So.
can
Oh,
say
Mark
whatever we want.
Zuckerberg said so himself.
Whatever the fuck we want. So a lot of some of my highlights was when Bianca came in and she was in that corner and she was like hitting people in the corner and then like someone would come up and she'd backflip and then
Yeah,
she'd go
Yeah.
back up and start pummeling again.
that was a lot of fun.
It was super fun. All of Pure Fusion Collective getting eliminated at the same time was really fun. Chelsea
Uh,
Green was hilarious the
Yeah,
whole
that's
time.
one of my highlights. I mean, she did really, really well. I thought it was a bit cheap that the men's Royal Rumble then copied into the exact same thing that Chelsea did, where she, acted like she eliminated all these people without checking and then stood there in the middle for them to come in and come after her.
Mhm.
And then the men's did the same exact fucking. I was like, come on, man, get your
Yeah.
own thing.
Hmm.
But anyway, but no, she was so funny, and
So good.
it was all on point. It was great.
That when she tried to insert herself in that moment between Bianca, Naomi, Lash Legend,
Yeah.
and Jada Parker.
That was one of my highlights.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, so funny,
She's
dude.
like, I know, right? And they just were like, just
Yeah. No, she was great because like that's one of my favorite things is, her, like she's so good at doing the sort of I know I'm gonna get my ass kicked, so I need to figure out some way to enhance my ability of self-preservation.
Yeah.
Like she's really good at that. Like I don't know.
She
It's
is very good at that. It reminds me a lot of the Miz in that
yeah.
sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, Jordan Grace was amazing. I think she's going to be such a cool addition to uh to WWE now that she
She
is
was
part
she
of
was the
WWE.
one that um picked up it was either Piper or Lash.
I
Like
think it was
I think she picked up
Piper.
Piper Niven, and we are just like, holy shit, dude.
When she did the like Death Valley Driver type
Yeah,
move.
that was it. Yeah, that was
Hmm.
probably like my number one highlight is just watching that happen. That was crazy.
It was crazy though, because like by there were 25 by the time there were 25 entrants, only four in the
Yeah,
entire Rumble had been eliminated. It was really cool because like it wasn't just like this elimination fest. Everybody was
right.
in there. They were getting their shots in and everything. It was really cool.
Well, and it was also just a really solid match too. I mean, one of the only, well, I mean, one of the major botches was Zoe trying to come off the top rope. And I don't know how the fuck she did it. Like she tripped over the rope and then still somehow like walked it off, landed on her feet, completed the move. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
That's not how physics work. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but that was a glitch in the matrix of some kind. I don't
Hmm.
know.
And then Natalia botching that elimination.
Yeah, yeah,
It was commentary was on fucking fire today.
yeah.
They
Until
were
poor
on
Cole lost his voice at the
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, he's not saying shit tomorrow.
Well, he's over
Yeah.
there. He's over when Zelina Vega came out. He was like Zelina Vega, like why did
Well,
he say it like
Or
that?
when Maxine Dupree came out, I was like, Dupree.
yeah, no, I mean you can't Michael Cole, you're not 30 anymore. You need to
Right,
you can't be so extra all the time and expect to have a speaking voice throughout the PLE. Like it's
right. Stephanie Victoria and Julia are very impressive to me. I think they're
Oh yeah.
really cool, and they just have this look about them that's like if they were a
yeah.
tag team, I think that'd be really rad.
See, I can't hear the name
Ste-
Julia though without saying
Stephanie
Julia
has
Gulia.
really nice
And it's even spelled with a G.
assets.
Yeah, sure
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
Sure
like
does.
Julia Gulia from
Yeah.
like I can't help not but think that, like
And
it's
it's
just
Julia
even
Gulia, that's
spelled the same.
funny. Why is that funny?
I don't know.
And it's funny because it's spelled with a G.
Yeah.
Julia is
Julia.
Giulia.
Gulia.
Um, Overall, I gave the women's rumble a 3.5 out of 5. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I couldn't I I want to preface by saying that I love Trish status, but I couldn't care less that
Yeah.
she came
Well,
out.
I mean, is it really a surprise entrant if that surprise entrant is a surprise entrant every fucking Royal Rumble? Like,
Right, right.
come on.
I feel like it I feel like it missed a lot of what makes Royal Rumbles fun for me.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
after she came out, I was like, okay, who's next? Mickey James?
right,
But then she was in the audience, so
right.
she was there.
She just gets announced and comes out through the crowd, just like, come on, dude.
I think but I don't feel like that was the like intention with this Rumble. I feel like the intention with this
Yeah.
Rumble was to show off like a lot of the NXT talent
Yeah.
and a
Hmm.
lot of like the mid and undercard talent, which I can get behind, but
Yeah.
when it's a Royal Rumble of this magnitude, I was expecting even
Yeah.
like just like how you said, Derek, like even a Santino Marella or something.
Yeah. Or
You know,
Santina for the
right.
women's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, see him Santina in women's, Santino in the men's. That would have
That
been
like that would
perfect.
have do you have any I mean think about
That would
how
have killed.
huge that pop would have been
Hmm.
for both,
That would have killed.
like that would have been fucking wild. And then just to hear him say John Cena
Yeah.
one more
Dude, so
time.
many so many more names he could have mispronounced now too.
That's
Right.
true. That's true.
Set roly poly.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. But no, we got Natalia again for
Yeah.
some reason. We know you're never going to let her win anything. Just stop. I mean, put her
Right.
in the back office, give her a nice cushy job. Just
Right.
fucking
Make her
stop.
a producer already.
Unless you're gonna give her a reason to be there, fucking stop.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Would you guys rate it?
I would go with 3.5 as well.
I would probably, I don't know. I kind of want to give it a 4, but
Nick just gotta be different.
yeah, sorry. I mean, if y'all had said 4, I would have said 3.5. Like, come on. No,
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was really, really good. Like I said, the amount of like, maybe not to me or maybe not to everybody else, but like the amount of like surprise people to me was more than I saw in the men's, and so that's why
Oh
I
yeah,
really
for
enjoyed the
sure.
women's. I would say I don't know if I'd say more than the men's because men's when we talk about that that was some good stuff, but
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have rated it a little higher, except for that I like as soon as because I forgot or even just didn't realize I think I knew it. But anyway, I forgot that Charlotte was coming back. And the second she walked out, I was like, oh, Charlotte
but
wins.
oh, there's the winner right there.
Yeah. All right.
It's
Well,
never not her.
I guess it's snack time.
Right.
Did you
Like,
see the I think it was at the very beginning the guy that had the sign in the hard cam section that said Meltzer fears facts.
I did. I did.
Then
Did
there's
you
another one when Dom was coming out that said Dom sits down to pee.
did you see the one that said climb slower?
Yeah.
Or there were two right next to each other. One of them said Go Sports and the other next to it said wrestling sign.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Merson also chose Charlotte Flair. Just to get that in there. Next, we have DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. 2 out of 3 falls for the WWE Tag Team titles. My prediction was Motor City Machine Guns.
Mine
And
was DIY.
yeah, mine was DIY too.
Yeah, so yeah, and I was wrong. DIY.
Idiot.
Yeah, fucking dummy. Uh, DIY won. It's what you would expect out of a match involving these two teams, like very fast, very explosive.
Hmm.
The 2 out of 3 falls match is good for, as Wade Barrett put it, two cardio machines. You know what I mean? Um, DIY took the first pinfall. Uh, I'm also glad that they didn't do what they usually do in 2 out of 3 falls matches. Um, where they just like where they'll give you the first 2 falls like really quickly or like one right behind the other and then just drag out the third one,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
which defeats the purpose of 2 out of 3 falls, and at that point it just becomes a regular match. um this was just really fun.
Hmm.
Just as Motor City Machine Guns were about to win, the Street Profits came out and helped DIY win, and then after that the Street Profits attack DIY.
Right.
um It was a pretty fun match. I mean, it was NXT flippy dippy shit.
Yeah. And I mean, I would just, I guess I'll say this now as my highlight, just because I was just going to mention it because I thought it was interesting, but it also is my highlight, is that I really liked the fake tag distraction.
Yeah,
Like that was like
Hmm.
that was a very clever
yeah,
way to sneak in a pinfall. And
yeah,
I really liked that. That was really well thought out.
yeah. I thought that was really fun too. I don't feel like we've seen any of that at all.
No, yeah, not that I can remember.
So that was really cool, and I think it's so fun to see the Motor City Machine Guns because I saw them during TNA. Like I saw them in TNA when they were like at their peak and they were doing all kinds of crazy shit as well. So to see him in WWE is super weird, but it's really fun.
Yeah, and I had never even heard of him.
Hmm.
I mean, I think I heard the name once, but like I've never seen him, didn't know who they were. So like that's part of the reason that I was like, okay, I mean, clearly DIY is going to win
Yeah,
because
I'd never
yeah, I was like, if I don't
heard
know who
them.
they are, I'm sure there are plenty of people who don't know who they are, which means they're probably not going to have them win on a big stage at fucking Royal Rumble. Like that seems like that doesn't make sense.
I mean, they won the tag titles their third match in WWE. So
I'm just saying, like that was my thought process, and which one of us was right, Eddie? Which one
all
of
of
us
you.
was right?
Merson also said, DIY.
I'm just saying. Yeah, that was my thought process, but yeah,
Well, it's a stupid thought process.
you're a stupid thought process because you're the one who is wrong.
Um, I gave the match a 3 out of 5. It like the moves were exciting. The Motor City Machine Guns have some of the most like clever double team moves that I've seen from a lot of tag teams. But
Yeah, my highlight was kind of right there at the end when they started, gaining their momentum and they were doing all this double teaming stuff right before they lost. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
that was really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, it was very cool to see them because again, I had no idea who they are, so that
yeah,
was really cool. I mean, I imagine, with them being, doing this big match, like I'm sure we'll see a lot of them.
oh yeah,
But yeah, it was really a fun match. I mean, well, anyway, yeah, it was super fun. I would say, I mean. I would say a 3.5, and I would have given it higher had I been more invested in the story. But again, I had no fucking idea. I don't know their history. I mean,
Mhm.
they kept talking about their history, which is great. I really appreciate that because I had no basis of a
Right,
context,
right.
but I wasn't there for it, so I don't have that connection to it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd go 3.5, just on the same piggybacking off of Derek that I didn't really know who they were, but at the same time I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I gave it a 3 because, like I said, I've seen the Motor City Machine Guns like at their peak. Because these guys are like the Hardy Boys of TNA,
Mm.
so they're like a big deal. Um, but like it was really out of place. I feel like because a lot of the like well, the Cody versus Kevin match and the two Rumbles were just kind of different. There wasn't a lot of like what Motor City Machine Guns DIY match was. I'm not saying it was bad by any metric, but
Hmm.
it didn't feel right for it to be there for me.
Hmm.
Um, Before we head into the next two matches, since you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the little bell icon. We'd love to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and that's the best way to help us do that. We have merch, redbubble.com/nerdcourt podcast. Get our sayings and logos on anything from t-shirts to shower curtains to pillowcases to mugs, whatever.
Dildos,
All that.
Cock
contraceptives.
rings.
Yeah, cock rings, blow up dolls, just fucking nerdcore podcast on the titty. Like,
Printed all over condoms.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Blow up dolls of us.
yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Mine is extra hairy.
it is. It
It's so
is.
gross.
They're just like microfiber strands.
God.
That's nasty. We've partnered with Debbie. Go to debbie.gg and enter promo code NERDCORP on your way to checkout for anything site wide, we believe. If you love us and want to support what we do, consider supporting us on PayPal, paypal.me/NerdCorp podcast. We want to have the best loot, give you the best giveaways, and give you the best nerdy experience, and that is the best way to do that. So next we have Cody and Kevin Owens
Real slobber knocker.
for the ladder match for the WWE title. Um, Merson predicted Cody. I predicted Cody. I think you guys. I think you guys
Yeah.
predicted
Yeah.
Cody. Um, and we were right. Um, boy, what a match, dude!
Yeah,
This was match of the night for me.
I would agree.
Yep.
I mean, it was it. I haven't seen a ladder match like that in a very long time.
Hmm.
Like I could say it was the modern day Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon.
Yeah, and like there were
Yeah.
so many parts where I was like so many spots where I was like, "Oh my God, is he actually okay?"
It was
Like
incredible, dude.
that shit was wild. And there was
It
there was a surprise entrant, the little like 3 foot ladder or whatever.
it's funny because I was after we um wrapped up watching and I was just in here while Eddie was getting everything set up. I was just scrolling on Facebook and shout out to Nathan Christensen. He posted on Facebook. He's like, I think Cody Rhodes just killed Kevin Owens.
My
Yeah,
It's
God,
like
he's dead.
he's broken in half.
dude, so many different things happened in that match, and like it literally made me like wonder if Kevin Owens was okay.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, I mean it.
absolutely without question, number one highlight is when Cody was down in the corner and he set up the little ladder and climbed up, and Pat was like, he's going high risk.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Best
And
thing
then
of
like
the
a couple of
entire night.
seconds later, he was like, "Well, medium risk."
Yeah, he's going high risk. So
So
good.
fucking funny.
Dude,
No,
me and Nick.
that thing was like a cell clinic.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Hmm.
holy shit, dude.
That's like
It
the
was
best way to describe that is a cell clinic. Like
like that thing. I mean, it was just chef's kiss perfection,
if nobody took Kevin Owens seriously before, like they have to now.
which would be
Hmm.
wild.
Yeah,
But
which would be wild, right? But like, because there are people that like I've seen it like in forums and on things pages that I follow where people are like, "Why is Kevin Owens there? Kevin Owens doesn't deserve to be there."
that's
And
so insane to me.
yeah, I don't. I was just like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like Kevin Owens more than anything deserves to be there. Like,
Yeah, that man is a fucking workhorse. Like,
yeah,
That's a
it's
bad take, and they should feel bad.
they
yeah.
should.
Yeah. I gave the match a four out of five. I think it was match of the night. I think everything was done so 4.5 even. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Uh I think it was masterful. It was a
Hmm.
master class in ladder match wrestling,
It was.
and you can't tell me any different.
Yeah. Well, like when you said 4, I was like, that really? Just a
Yeah.
4?
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I give it a 4.5 as well. I mean, like that. I mean, in terms of yeah, it was absolutely the best match of the night, no question. Um, I mean, it was just, and it was so fast paced, but like well paced.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
rushed, you know. And man, it was just everything about that was so good. I mean, the spots were on point, the cells were on point. Like there were some gnarly hits,
Hmm.
and you know the little bit of blood, like it was just perfect. And my favorite part in terms of KO getting, you know, smashed into a ladder was there toward the end, like right before Cody went in and got the belt, where what did Cody do? Did he power bomb him onto the ladder? I don't remember now.
I think so.
I think it was a
I think
power
it was
bomb.
just,
I'm not sure.
anyway, like
No,
he
Kevin was trying to,
Oh, he was trying to like back body drop him.
yeah,
And so
on the
when
table.
And so
yeah.
it was more like a sunset flip bomb.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Correct us in the comments. Let us
But
know.
when Kevin Owens, you know, goes through the ladder, like I feel like Kevin Owens must have been in that moment thinking, oh, perfect. Because like his head goes right in between those two rungs,
Hmm.
like not so far to one side that, you know, he was at risk of smacking his head on the floor, but like also, you know, not so far that he hit the other rung. And it was just
Hmm.
like the perfect positioning to where he could just sell, flop over, and it just looked so good. It was
It
so
really did.
good.
It really did. I mean, hats off to Kevin Owens. Like
Absolutely.
he was the star of that match.
Yeah.
Mick, what's your rating?
Yeah, 4.5. I loved the addition of the step ladder.
Dude, when we were on Discord and you were like, "What are you doing, stepladder?"
I'm
But
stuck.
yeah, dude, when he stood on top of it and Pat was like, he's going high risk. That was perfect. That was so good. But yeah, 4.5, I agree with it being match of the night. Well, I mean, match of the night of the two matches that we saw.
Yeah, because I
But
don't really count like Royal Rumble. Yeah, I don't feel like you can count a Royal Rumble match as like, oh man, that was match of the night because there's
yeah,
just so much going on with so many people. Like,
Mhm.
anyway,
but yeah, no, match of the night for sure. 4.5, like across the board in agreement here.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Um, and then we come to the main event then, the men's rumble. My prediction was Cena. Merson said CM Punk. What did you guys think?
yeah, I was torn between. I thought it was either gonna be Cena or Punk, so I took both of y'all's bad takes and doubled up on
I
it.
I had Roman, because I'm like, oh, he's like he's
Yeah.
finally getting pushed as a solo wrestler. Like this would be a good chance for him to,
Mhm.
get back into it. Maybe he doesn't even win when he goes to Mania because he literally just had the title. So
Mhm. Yeah,
that's
no,
what I thought.
he was one of the others that I was considering too.
My surprise entrance, I thought it was going to be Wade Barrett because I had read and seen some things about how like Wade Barrett was like training and that there might be a possible return.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, what better place to do it than the Royal
When he
Rumble?
just stands up and takes his suit off and gets in the ring, that would have been great.
That's what I thought he was going to do. But no.
See, I was more hoping. I mean, I always hope Santino. Always, always, always. Like I'll never not hope Santino.
Yeah, yeah.
But like in terms of people I thought, were an actual possibility, I was hoping for Big E. Like,
Oh, that would have been cool.
I mean, the fact that I mean it kind of diminished my hope or expectation with the fact that, none of the other New Day members were going to be in the Rumble. But I mean, I still hoped like maybe he would, come back with that. There would be something where, Kofi or Xavier came out and talked shit or got
Right.
involved or whatever, but
Right.
oh
Or
well.
like they bring him out like they did with Tozawa, and then Kofi and
Yeah.
Xavier just come out and take him out of the Rumble.
Yeah. hmm
But
And fuck you, WWE, for doing that to my boy Tozawa.
dude,
Yeah.
Fuck you.
and with who they replaced him with, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
oh, but dude, it
Who
got redeemed when he got hit with a fucking missile from from Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
mhm.
That was crazy.
You want to
So
be in
Um,
the WWE? Let's see how
yeah,
it goes.
but my surprise entrant was spot on.
it was. It
My
was
surprise entrant was
you,
none other than Joe motherfucking Hendry.
yep. You
And
said his name
when
and
I
he
heard his
appeared.
music come up, I yelled. I was like, "No!"
See,
Yeah.
and that's another person I'm not like I've heard of and am aware of, but like barely. Like I don't know anything about him.
He's more of a TikTok sensation than he really is like a wrestling
Yeah.
like well known for, at least for me anyway. Like that's how I know him because his theme song is like everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, he seems like he's kind of taking a page out of Zack Ryder's book,
Yeah, kind of.
with the whole internet
Yeah.
champion. Like,
hmm Yeah.
yeah. I
Um.
mean, yeah, I don't really know a lot about like his matches and stuff like that. I know that when he like went to NXT, it was like a huge deal because
hmm
of
hmm
how big he was already. But I was like, there's no way that he doesn't show up. And that was
yeah.
like speculation on like other groups and stuff like that. It's like he's got to be there. Like they've got to put him in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Rey Mysterio and Penta started at 1 and 2. From there, we had Chad Gable, Carmelo Hayes, Santos Escobar, Otis, Braun Breaker, Akira Tozawa, but then was replaced by iShow Speed, which was really dumb. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all.
Dude,
Um,
when Triple H was like, we gotta replace him. I was just waiting. I was waiting for the suit coat to come off. I was
oh,
like,
that would have been
Oh, I
I know
know.
it's not gonna happen because it literally can't, but god damn it, would that be awesome?
For real.
um Sheamus, Jimmy Uso at number 10, Andrade, Jacob Fatu, Ludwig Kaiser, which fuck them for eliminating him so fast.
Dude, they did him so bad.
That was dirty.
It
Like
did him so
that was almost
dirty.
worse than what they did to Tozawa.
Yeah,
Because at least, Tozawa was just, didn't even get to the ring, but to like get him all the way there, like you're so close.
right. And Ludwig Kaiser is such a dope wrestler too.
Hmm.
I could have
So
actually seen Tozawa getting eliminated the way Ludwig Kaiser got eliminated and just been like, oh, because that would have been in character with Tozawa, you know?
exactly, but
Which also is a shame that they treat him that way.
right.
Yeah.
The Miz, Joe Hendry at 15, um, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Jey Uso at 20, AJ Styles, Braun Strowman, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Dominic Mysterio was weird. Um, but I guess I mean it says a lot about like how they believe in him, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
He was like 28, wasn't he?
26.
26.
Yeah. Sami Zayn at 27, Damian Priest, LA Knight, and then fucking Logan Paul at number 30. Like, what a waste of the
Right.
number 30 spot. What a waste of the number 30 spot. And that was, I think that's where the point five comes away because I rated this a 4. Um, but I would have given it a 4.5 had we had someone cooler at the 30 spot.
But then for me, the point five kind of comes back into play when they all just started stomping the shit out of Logan Paul, like one after the other.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite highlights were that quintuple super kick to Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Like that was cool.
Oh yeah, when
Um,
I was like, everybody beat up the white guy because it was
yeah,
like all of the Latinos.
yeah, and then fucking bam. Um, I did like just like we said, I didn't like how Tozawa didn't even make it in the Rumble. I love that Show Speed replacing him was even dumber, but him getting manhandled made it so much cooler for me.
Dude,
Um,
speared, then thrown out, and then
yep.
caught by Otis, and then fall away slam onto the
Hmm.
fucking announce table.
Because who, I forget who eliminated Otis. Like, didn't he sort of like
I
not
don't
not eliminate him, but sort of cause or like be in the way to cause him getting eliminated?
I don't remember.
Yeah, me either. But I mean, I
Um,
didn't even remember when it happened, but
I
I
want to
thought for
say
some
that Braun
reason,
Breaker eliminated him, but I can't.
yeah.
Like, we just watched this like an hour ago, and
literally,
it's like I
yeah.
don't remember.
Well, see,
Yeah.
and that's why like my rating isn't even going to be that high. I would go a 3.5 because like yeah, it was a solid match, but it wasn't anything like there were some cool spots here and there, but eh, eh.
Okay, you're good. You guys are really gonna hate this. I show speed actually got to eliminate Otis before he was punished.
I knew it. I
Okay.
wanted to say it, but I didn't want to believe it in my brain.
Yeah.
That's why he got thrown to Otis.
Yeah, that's why Otis did that slam,
Yeah.
that fall away slam on him. Um
Oh
and
yeah, because
yeah,
they were like there was like a massive grapple on the ropes, and I think Speed just came in and like,
yeah,
bleh.
yeah, like right after, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like there weren't any again, for me, because I'm not familiar with Joe Hendry, like I was like, okay, that didn't get me hyped or anything.
And you didn't
And
care
then
for AJ Styles.
and I don't care for AJ Styles. I mean, he's great, he's solid. I mean, I know he's an amazing wrestler, but like I was never into any of his character work. Like
Mhm.
it just was he just was very meh to
Yeah.
me, like in terms of character. And I just never fucking cared. And so like him as a surprise entrant, I was like, all right. Like that's it. That's our surprise entrant. I
Yeah.
mean, really? That's what we get.
Surprise entrant because how long was he out of action for?
I
Like a
think it's
year.
said, yeah, like a year.
Close to
Like
that.
so it's not like, you know, to me it's not that crazy. Like that makes absolute sense that he would come in for
I mean, even
something.
the women
But
got Trish Stratus. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Dude, women got Nikki Bella, which was
Yeah.
crazy.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
Like, why do you choose to treat me with such disrespect?
Right?
Just
Um,
But
the entirety of the men's Royal Rumble, just like, why are you disrespecting me?
yeah.
yep.
And again, also what they did to Tozawa, like that's just fucked up, man. Like that boy works hard for that company and
It
they just
really
treat
does,
him
dude.
like fucking dirt.
The only time that Tozawa was ever taken seriously was during the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
And he was amazing in the Cruiserweight
Yeah.
Classic. But
Like and it's just such a
Yeah,
shame.
ever since he became Alpha Academy, he's just like kind of like the punching bag of them,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Like, and it's not even like an R Truth situation or a Miz situation where
Mhm.
like they're funny, but they can still hold their own, like even within silly characters. Like they just don't even let him do. He's basically the men's Natalia at this point.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucked up.
It really
But
is.
anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Like it was a cool match. Like there was cool stuff, I guess. But like and granted, it would have been like a two if Logan Paul had won. But
Oh God. When I heard his music, literal, like I felt, I don't know, I couldn't even describe to you
well,
the
it's
feeling.
it's like that one the one girl, the one chick, the Black Widow chick on Clue, like
Mhm.
when she's like describing how angry she gets, like there's fire and like that's the description right there.
Literally, dude. Like I felt like the back of my head get hot. And
Yeah.
I was just like fucking as
Dude,
soon as it
it's
hit, I
like,
was like, fuck off.
that build up when you're waiting for the countdown, and then
Hmm.
it's like kind of silent. And then as
Yeah.
soon as I heard, hey yo, I just went, motherfucking God, dude, are you
Yeah, dude,
serious?
I was like, fuck off. Um, at the end of it all, Jay Uso wins the Royal Rumble. It was him and John Cena at the end. I was convinced Cena was gonna win. Like there
Yeah.
was no doubt in my mind Cena was gonna win, and the fact that Jey Uso won is even cooler because
Yeah.
we're gonna see Gunther versus Jey Uso at WrestleMania. Jey Uso's gonna win the title,
Mhm.
and we're gonna see Gunther probably go for the WWE title, or do something else, or take time off. It don't matter. Gunther's been a champion for 80% of his wrestling career.
Yeah, that boy deserves a vacation.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude. I'm really excited. I think Jey Uso deserves it. I think it's really cool that,
Mhm.
he was able to break out of that tag team typecast.
Yeah.
And
That pop is going to be wild
oh
Right.
when he
yeah.
does win.
Well, and like for in terms of like kayfabe and whatnot, like I was stoked for Cena to win, like hey, this is Cena's last run, like that's so cool. But yeah, I was even more excited that Jay won. Like that just blew me away.
And
We were,
it shows you what a class act Cena is.
Mhm.
Because this is his
yeah,
last year. He gets
Oh,
whatever he
yeah,
wants.
he could pull rank for
He
sure.
gets whatever the fuck he wants right now. But for him to be like, nah, give it to the young buck. I know y'all will take care of me.
Right.
Like that was super cool of him, and that
Just like when he lost to Solo, it's like, yeah, we're pissed that he lost, but he's pushing. He's
yeah,
pushing
Yeah.
people super hard.
yeah, oh yeah. And so I think it's going to happen to where John Cena is going to be involved in every big thing that leads to a WrestleMania main event
Hmm.
and lose them all.
Yeah.
And then
He's basically pulling a reverse Hogan.
yeah, yeah, he's going to lose it all, and then someone's going to be like, "Well, I'm still going to give you a WrestleMania match anyway, or I'll still give you a SummerSlam match anyway,"
Yeah.
or even at the tail end of his run, give him the belt so that he fucking beats Ric Flair's
Hmm.
record, and then call it good.
Like, and that's one thing is that no matter what happens, like, even though I was never like a huge Cena fan when he was a regular active wrestler, like, man, when it comes to the end, I'm gonna have tears, like Garen fucking T
Hmm.
it.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
And dude, I was a Cena fan. Like I'm I'm watching old Raw and SmackDown, and I'm right at the time where John Cena gets introduced. And he's just wearing the little red spandex shorts and
Hmm.
the fucking wristbands or whatever. But I'm getting to Doctor of Thugonomics.
See, I did love Doctor of Thugonomics.
Dude, Doctor of
Lord
Thugonomics.
of Life.
Yeah. Mm. Um, I think I think John Cena earned whatever stripes he has and
Oh yeah.
whatever flowers he gets. I mean, he was the most hated at one point, and he was the most liked at another. I mean, it's what it takes to be the face of the company.
Sometimes both at the same time.
Oh yeah, sometimes both at the same time. I think it was a fucking class act for him to be like, yeah, fucking Jey Uso gets it.
Like
Mhm.
you can always there's always going to be a new face of the company,
Hmm.
but there's never going to be another John Cena.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, 4 out of 5 for me. The match was solid. I loved seeing Logan Paul get thrown over the rope. Jey Uso winning it was super fun. Uh, and yeah, I'm excited to see the future.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would go 4.5 as well. I really did enjoy seeing. I know he was your Iron Man, Eddie. But or did you guess Penta as your Iron Man?
No, I guess Jey Uso is the
Oh,
Iron Man.
that's right. But I did really enjoy seeing him and how long he went toe to toe with everybody.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Um, and just the amount of like luchadors that you had in the ring, like at the same time.
Mhm.
And then towards the end, when we were down to like 9 or 10 entrants, and Eddie says, dude, how long has it been since you've seen like Cena, Reigns, Punk, and Rollins in the ring together at the same time?
Mhm.
And it was just like, you know what? You're right. This is crazy to see
Like
this again.
like what
See,
year is
I
it?
Yeah.
I really thought the final three were gonna be Cena, Reigns, and Punk.
My
Like
final four
that's
was Cena rank, Cena rank.
he probably is after a long hard match, you know? It's
Cena
why they have
rank,
locker
dude.
rooms so you can shower and get fresh after a long tough match.
But my final four was Cena, Reigns, Punk, and Rollins. And
Mm.
when Punk and Rollins got eliminated like at the same time, I'm like, well, there goes
Yeah,
my theory.
that blew me the fuck away. I was like, what?
But then
Yeah.
we got a little aftershock action.
Yeah, yeah, we got a little after show, which would be dope to have them set up just like a WrestleMania match between the two of them,
Triple
just
threat, dude. Yeah.
to just settle it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what did you guys think of the PLE as a whole? What was your rating of it?
I would say overall a four. I mean, even though each of the matches weren't necessarily ranked that high for me. I mean, the event as a whole, I think, exceeded expectations and told the stories it needed to tell. I mean, with the exception again of the stuff I wasn't familiar with, like
Right, right, right.
the tag team match and everything. But like, yeah, I mean, I think it accomplished what it set out to accomplish, and then, like I said, exceeded expectations generally.
Nick?
Um, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Like all of it to me was really good. Um, there wasn't really a moment in this PLE where I was just like, oh, I don't give a shit about this match. Like each match, I was like, oh, Motor City Machine Guns. I don't really know who these guys are, so I'm gonna, see what they can do. And then, of course, Women's Royal Rumble. You're watching that always. Same with the men's. And then when you had Cody and Kevin Owens, you're just like everything that's happening tonight, like I'm fully invested in.
Yeah, yeah.
And so 4.5, not going any higher just because, the stuff that we talked about that how they did my boy Tozawa
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
brought Logan Paul back and um just the kind of minor stuff that kind of chapped my ass. But other
Yeah.
than that, like beautiful, beautiful Rumble. Best time of the year.
Cool. Cool. I will give it a 4. Um there was not a single bad match on this card,
Yep.
which and it's hard because it's only 4 matches. So
Mhm.
but there like nothing was boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I there was never a point in this entire PLE where I was like, oh, I should probably get up and go to the bathroom, or oh, I should probably go make myself a sandwich or something, or
Yeah.
like there was nothing like that, and everything was super entertaining. The Rumbles they did their job telling the stories they needed to tell. The two matches told the stories that they needed to tell. I think it was very well put together, and then just another home run for Triple H. You know,
Yep.
Yeah, dude, when that like right little bit into the Cody and KO match, I had to run upstairs because my insulin pump was like malfunctioning, or like the part where it plugs into me was malfunctioning. But I'm like, I'm not missing. So I took my phone upstairs. I had it going while I was like trying to fix everything. So I'm like, I'm not planning on missing like any of this match.
Yeah, no, no. These were very well put together matches.
Yeah, and you see, like I would have rated it higher than a 4 ec- because, like you said, everything was entertaining. Like both of us said, the stories that needed to be told were told. Um, there nothing was slow, but at the same time, like on the opposite side of that coin, there wasn't there was very little that made me like jump out of my seat and go, "Oh my God!" Like there wasn't
Right, right.
like so it was super solid, super solid. But like yeah, there was fun stuff, there was exciting stuff, but nothing that like blew me the fuck away.
Gotcha.
Apart from, the Kevin Owens and Cody match, there were several spots there that did. But
Right.
like as a whole, there wasn't this sustained like high level of crazy awesome shit, you
Right.
know?
Right. Well, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that concludes our episode. Let us know what you thought about the PLE and the matches in the comments. As always, you can find us on social media
On Facebook at the Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
on Blue Sky and Instagram at Nerd Court Podcast.
Or you can find us on TikTok at Nerdcore Podcast.
That's if you haven't deleted the app like
Yeah,
a bunch of dummies.
like an idiot.
I never downloaded it.
And you won't.
No, I thought your uh Facebook post about that was funny because like I mean I never did download it, but I also don't feel the need to like toot some weird random horn about
Yeah,
not having downloaded TikTok.
Yeah,
like we
Like
get
as
it. You
if
never downloaded TikTok.
yeah,
we
like
get it.
as
You're
if that's
cool.
something to brag about. I
Yeah,
don't like
It's like
yeah,
I never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones.
yeah.
yeah, like
It's like, okay,
okay.
yeah.
Like what I don't understand why you expect some sort of accolade. I don't get it.
There's a lot of stuff that I haven't watched, but I
Like
don't
here's
tell
your
people about it.
here's your award. Like, I'm
Yeah.
okay. But yeah,
Since you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. We want to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and this is the best way to do that. If you love us and want to support what we do, consider supporting us on PayPal, paypal.me/nerdcore podcast. We want to have the best loot, give you the best giveaways, and give you the best nerdy experience, and that is the best way to do that. So, from all of us here and not here at the Nerd Corporation, we thank you. We love you. Keep it nerdy, y'all.
I'm gonna go find some Swedes.